What's the matter?
I have lost your poems.
They weren't worthy of you. I shall write you some more.
No, never any more poems for me. How can I be so much, so rash, so imprudent?
Thank heavens for your madness, your rashness, your imprudence.
How can you say such a thing? Suppose anybody buys these poems, what will they think?
They will think a man once loved a woman more devotedly than man ever loved woman before. But they will not know what man it was.
Oh, what good is that to me if they will know what woman it was?
But how will they know?
How will they know? When my name is written all over them, my silly, unhappy name. Why couldn't I have been christened Mary Jane or Beatrice or something quite common? But Aurora! Aurora! I'm the only Aurora in London and everybody knows it. Oh, Henry, I wish you'd try and restrain your feelings a little. Common consideration for me. I ought to have known that your verses ought never to have been addressed to a married woman.
How I wish they had been addressed to a married woman. How I wish they had.
Oh, indeed, you have no right to wish anything of the sort. They are unfit for anybody but a married woman. That's just the trouble. Oh, what will my sisters-in-law think?
Have you got sisters-in-law?
Yes, of course I have. Do you suppose I'm an angel?
I do. I did. Oh, heaven help me.
Yes, it's very nice of you to live with me in a dream and to love me and so on, but I can't help my husband having disagreeable relatives, can I?
Well, I suppose I forgot that. Forgive me, Aurora.
Fact is, Teddy's got nothing but relatives. His 8 sisters and 6 half-sisters and oh, so many brothers. Oh, I don't mind his brothers. Oh, Henry, if you only knew the least little thing about the world, you'd know that in a large family, if one of the brothers married, they all turn on their poor, unfortunate sister-in-law and devote the rest of their lives with perfect unanimity to persuading him that his wife is unworthy of him. I'm as certain as that I'm sitting here that Georgina stole those poems out of my work box.
She will not understand them, I think.
Oh, won't she? She'll understand them too well. She'll understand more harm from them in them. Oh, nasty, vulgar, minded cat!
Don't think about her at all. Aurora, do you remember when I sat here at your feet and read you those poems for the first time?
I shouldn't have let you. I see that now. When I think of Georgina reading those poems to Teddy, I feel I shall go distracted.
Yes, it will be a profanation.
Oh, I don't care about the profanation. What will Teddy think? What will he do? Never seem to think of it about Teddy.
To me, Teddy is nothing and Georgina is less than nothing.
Oh, you'll soon find out how much less than nothing she is. If you think a woman can't do any harm because she's only a scandal-mongering, dowdy-ragman, you're greatly mistaken. Oh, Henry, help me. Find a way out of this for me, and I shall bless you as long as I live. Oh, how wretched I am!
And oh, how happy I am.
Don't be selfish.
Oh, yes, I deserve that. I think if I were going to the stake with you, I should be so happy I should feel your danger more than my own.
You're a dear darling boy, Henry, but no use. You want somebody to tell you what to do.
Your heart will tell you at the right time. I know what things you must do, sooner or later.
No, Henry, I would do nothing improper, nothing dishonorable.
If you did, you would no longer be Aurora. Our course is perfectly simple. We love one another. I am not ashamed to admit that. I'm ready to go out and proclaim it to all of London. As simply as we tell your husband, and soon you will see that is the only way honorable enough for your feet to tread. Let us go to him now, hand in hand, and walk out of the house without concealment in full honor and dignity.
Where shall we go to?
We shall not depart by a hair's breadth from the ordinary natural current of our lives. We were going to the theatre when the loss of homes compelled us to take action at once. We shall go to the theatre still, but we shall leave your diamonds here, for we cannot afford them.
Well, I've told you already that I hate diamonds only. Teddy insists on hanging me all over with them. You need not preach simplicity to me.
I never thought of doing so, dearest. I know that these are just trivialities to you. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Instead of coming back here from the theatre, we shall go to my home, now and henceforth our home, where in due course of time we may go through whatever idle legal ceremonies you may desire. That is sweet and simple enough, is it not? Here are the flowers I brought for you. We will ask your husband for the carriage to show there is no malice, no grudge between us. Come.
Teddy isn't in yet.
Well, let us take that calmly. We shall go to the theatre as if nothing had happened, and when we return, now or 3 hours hence, today or tomorrow, what does it matter that it is all done in honor without shame or fear?
What did you get tickets for, Lohengrin?
Oh, I tried that. Lohengrin was sold out for tonight.
Then what did you get?
Oh, can you ask me what is there besides Lohengrin that we two can endure except Candida?
Candida? Oh, no, I don't
this hesitation?
Henry, do you know what's wanting in that play?
There is nothing wanting in it.
Yes, there is. There's a Georgina wanting in it. If Georgina had been there to cause trouble, that play would have been a true-to-life tragedy. Now I'll tell you something I've never told you before.
What's that?
I took Teddy to it. I thought it would do him good, and so it would have if I could only have kept him awake. Georgina was there too, and you should have heard the way she went on about it. She said it was downright immoral, and that she knew the type of woman who encourages boys to sit on the hearthrug and make love to her. Oh, Henry, I wish you tried to sympathize with my position a little.
My dear, I really don't care about Georgina or about Teddy. I mean, what is there to fear? Where is the difficulty? I mean, what can Georgina do? What can Teddy do? What can anybody do?
Do you mean to say that you propose we walk right bang up to Teddy and tell him we're going away together?
Yes. What can be simpler?
Oh, do you think that for a moment he'll start it like that hot-baked clergyman in the play? He'd just kill you.
My dear, you really don't understand these things. I mean, how could you? Your husband would make a tolerable second-rate heavyweight if he were in training and 10 years younger. As it was now, he could give a good account of himself for perhaps 15 seconds, but I am active enough to stay out of his reach for 15 seconds, and after that, I shall be all over him.
What do you mean by all over him? Do you mean to say that you're going to beat Teddy before my face like a brutal prize fighter?
My dearest, I say that nothing ever will happen, and in all cases, nothing ever does happen. The man who once loved you is sacred to me.
Doesn't he love me still? Has he told you anything?
No, dearest, how agitated you are. How unlike yourself. All these worries from
Stop,
all...
it's no use, Mr. Apjohn.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Apjohn!
no, I got Henry, of course.
How could you ever think of me as Mr. Apjohn? I never think of you as, Mrs. Bombas or as Candida. I mean, Aurora.
Yes, it's all very well, Mr. Apjohn. Oh, no, it's no use. I've suddenly begun to think of you as Mr. Apjohn, and it's ridiculous to go on calling you Henry. I thought you were just a boy, a child, a dreamer. I thought you'd be too much afraid to do anything. Oh, now you want to break Teddy and beat at my home and make a scandal in the papers. It's cruel, unmanly, and cowardly.
Are you afraid?
Of course I am. So would you be if you had common sense.
Perfect love casteth out fear. That's why I'm not afraid. Mrs. Bombas, you do not love me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You really can be very nice, Henry.
But why do you thank me?
For calling me Mrs. Bombas again. I trust now that you're going to be reasonable and behave like a gentleman. What's the matter?
Once or twice in my life, I dreamed I was exquisitely happy, but at the first stir of consciousness, the bitter disappointment of waking, and this